Hey Internet, have you ever had that dream where you go through your entire morning routine, like wake up, shower, brush your teeth, brush your hair, check the mail, eat breakfast, feed the dog, and then you wake up like for real, and now you gotta do all that over again, and then you kinda hate life? I had that dream today, except it was about scripting, shooting, editing, and uploading this video. For serious, my first thought when I got out of bed was, man, I'm so glad that video's done. And then my second thought was, man, I bet we still have frosted mini wheats. And then my third thought was, man, frosted mini wheats are fantastic, yo. And then I was like, oh crap, video. What's worse is by the time that I figured out I'd have to rescript, shoot, edit, upload, I'd already forgotten what the topic of my dream video was, so I couldn't just sit down and bang it out real quick. I had to sit down and think of a brand new topic all over again. Point of all this is that the human brain is like pro at playing tricks on you. It's nature's natural prankster. I mean, let's face it, our brains are in a pretty lofty position of power. Its job is to take the big, bad, awesome universe and boil it down to something us feeble meatbags can understand. Be honest, if it was your responsibility to interpret reality for somebody, you wouldn't be able to resist the urge to screw with them either. See, our brains are of course no less feeble than we are, so they use a lot of tricks and shortcuts to get the job done. And if you're sitting there thinking something like, well, maybe your brain plays tricks on you, silly YouTube fedora man, but my brain is perfect and infallible, I've got just 4 words for you. Which way is she spinning? Now you're going to have an obvious answer pretty quick. She's either spinning clockwise or counterclockwise. But here's the rub. Not everyone sees her spinning the same direction. Grab a family member or coworker and see if they see the same thing you do. Once you know how the illusion works, you can actually get her to switch directions at will just by shifting your focus slightly. This looping animation has been known to keep meatbags enraptured for hours on end, much longer than my time here in this video, so I'll put a link in the sidebar that you can use to stare at her for as long as you want, complete with an explanation of how the illusion works. So now that I've got you convinced that your stupid brain is just a prank-playing jerk, hold on, it gets worse. Optical illusions are essentially just shortcuts the brain uses when presented with confusing visuals. But that's just one of the tools in the brain's bag of tricks. Even your memories, those things that you can look back on and be absolutely certain of, are not safe. Unless you have a photographic memory, you're bound to forget tiny details of even the most important events. Your brain compensates for this by, well, making stuff up to put in the blanks. This is how 2 people can both vividly remember the same event and then get into an argument over whether it happened in June or December. Or how $100 can mysteriously show up in your bank account but all your books are in order and you have absolutely no recollection or explanation of how it got there. Are you really sure you remember what color car your folks had when you were growing up? Really? That's just the tip of the iceberg, of course. The list of things your brain does to make your life difficult is about as long as the things it does to make your life possible. Unfortunately, it's the best we've got until somebody figures out a way to transplant your consciousness onto a microchip. I bet Apple does it first. See you guys next week. Then I've got just 4 words from you. From you.